What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Cutting Up with Unkle Mel. I'm about to trip y'all head out. Let's go and get into it. Hey. I'm about to cut up. I'm about to cut up. How you cutting up? Bitch, how you cutting up? 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 What's going on, y'all? Hey, I know y'all saw that thumbnail. Yeah, I'm about to talk about something that some people don't want to talk about. You know, people talking about CRT, critical race theory. Well, I tell you what, I can remember, you know, growing up, I grew up in a racist area. I ain't gonna lie, you know, but for a while I was oblivious to it. Like, you know, because in elementary school, I can remember in third grade, my first group of friends, I was the only black guy, you know, had two white guys, a Middle Eastern guy, a Vietnamese guy, and a East Indian guy, right? And I had two friends that were in the grade ahead of me as well, and one of them was Honduran and Cuban, and then the other guy was white. So, you know, I didn't know much about racism. You know, I really didn't. You know, because it was a melting pot. You know, it was a bowl of gumbo where I lived at, in an apartment complex that I grew up in. And I really didn't know racism exists, you know. I knew life was different for me, like just the way I was being raised, and I knew that my friends were getting away with stuff with their parents that I couldn't get away with, you know, being the black guy of the group, right? So I was like, okay, you know, I see that, right? But I grew up in a majority black city, but you know, my immediate surrounding was very mixed. But I remember the first time, you know, somebody called me a bigger. You see what I'm saying? It was a little white kid, man. I think I had to be like 11. He probably was like 6. And he just flat out, you know what I'm saying, just called me a bigger. I don't remember what happened or what, but he called me a bigger. And you know, then I remember I was at a parade one time, and I was walking by, and this lady had like clutched her purse. I'm like okay, you know, so those were like my main two like interactions with I guess people that you would say is racist, you know. I don't know, you know, well, yeah, somebody clutched their purse. That's pretty much a clear sign. I guess she was a Karen before Karens were Karens, you know, but yeah, man, that was, you know, I experienced that. And I remember when I would be with my Honduran mama, you know, people would look at us kind of weird whenever she would call me son or whatever, but we used to find that funny. Like, we thought that shit was hilarious. And, you know, so I guess, you know, but nobody said nothing, right? They would just give that look, you know, saying that racist look, like, what's going on over there? Like they're supposed to be separate. Who put them together? Who put this thing together? You know what I'm saying? But I've become accustomed to it. And I remember probably the most racist experience I had was when I had my barbershop at the university, and they had an event going on, and this guy came and was like, man, you think you got time for a haircut? And so I'm cutting his hair and everything, and you know, we just started talking about like social media, because he was telling me that his son wanted to come get a haircut too. And he was like, yeah, man, you know, my son, he does this YouTube thing, you know, he went viral, got a couple viral videos and things like that, you know, just doing like silly stuff on YouTube and everything. And he was like, yeah, you know, my son got you know, a lot of black friends, you know. He was like, my son got all these tattoos, you know. And I'm like, so your son having tattoos and having black friends, they kind of like correlate with one another, to where if he didn't have the tattoos, he wouldn't have the black friends. Or if he didn't have the black friends, he wouldn't have the tattoos. So I'm like, so then I'm thinking like, man, how old is his son? And he telling me the dude's 16. And so, you know, as we talking, just to show you who he really is, he gets to telling me about, how he got locked up and, the black guys that he met when he was locked up and the reason why he got locked up and his drug use and stuff like that. He was like, oh, but when my son come in here, don't tell him, he don't know nothing about that. So you telling the barber stuff that your son don't even know about you. Your son don't know. I got a couple of dads who honestly their sons don't know that they was locked up. And I guess I kind of could relate to that because my dad didn't tell me till I was grown that he actually had went to jail. He told me my whole life that he didn't. But just to hear this guy who's really racist tell me, the black barber, things about his life that his own flesh and blood doesn't even know. But he's telling me about him getting locked up to kind of try to prove to me that he's not racist, even though I didn't call him a racist, right? It's just that down south, a lot of racist people, like, they know they're racist, especially in the state I live in, but he really gave me the creeps because he kept calling me this word that really made me feel uncomfortable. And it wasn't the N word. It wasn't. He kept calling me brother. He was like, yeah, brother, because almost like a messed up Macho Man Randy said, oh yeah, brother. Like kind of like that, Like, and I'm like, man, this dude made me feel like creepy, like I needed a shower after the fact because this racist guy calling me brother made me feel so uncomfortable because if you ever like had like a racist person around you in the workplace or whatever, they will call you what could be, said to be a word of endearment, term of endearment, and it'll just come out really, really creepy. You know what I'm saying? Just really creepy, man. And that was probably like the most racist experience that I had. And that was recent. That was probably like, that had to be like 2017. 2018. Definitely 2018. Cause I was definitely 2018. But me personally, for the most part, I don't mind racist people. I'm cool with them because, you don't. It's hard to understand how racists think because they're not like black people, but be cool with you and you black. I just think racist people just don't like bigots. You know what I'm saying? Just like they just don't like bigots, but black people don't like bigots either. You see what I'm saying? Like okay, like for example, they had a restaurant in Houston that came up with a dress code recently. A lot of people got mad, but the black people wasn't mad. It was the biggest. The biggest was mad because the biggest was the ones going there with their pants sagging, going there with house shoes on, going there with pajamas on, going there with bonnets on. Those was biggest doing that because black people have more pride and they leave the house looking decent. Usually, they don't just wait till, the sun go down to decide, oh, I'm going to get fresh, I'm going to get nice, I'm going to put on something nice to leave the house to, go make some bad decisions. Because after 10 o'clock, not too many good decisions are made. And after 12 o'clock, ain't nothing open but legs. Walmart closed at 11, so I ain't lying. But I don't mind racist people, man. And to be honest with you, I grew up with a lot of white people. I did. But I'll tell you one thing, the racist ones, they cook the best. I ain't lying. I don't care what nobody say. Non-racist white people can't cook. They can't cook. They food don't be seasoned. They food don't be seasoned at all. But I'm telling you, you go to a racist white person's house, watch how goddamn good that food be. I'm talking about they gonna have all kinds of sausages, all kinds of jerkies, got pepper steak. You know what I'm saying? They got the jambalaya. They even use bouillon cubes when they cook their grits. They got all kinds of peppers. They got spicy this. They hit you with, you'll get the sweet and the sour all in one dish. You know what I'm saying? They got 3-course meals. They potato salad ain't got no raisins in it. You know what I'm saying? They don't put relish in their potato salad. They got hot potato salad, cold potato salad. You know what I'm saying? They know how to season their seafood. I'm telling you, racist white people know how to cook. You go to chili cook-off. And what you do, you ride through the parking lot, right? And you look to see who got the Confederate flag on their car somewhere. Might be a bumper sticker, might be a little sticker on the corner of the license plate, might be in the back window, might be on that front license plate. You know, if you're in a state where they only give you one plate on the back, you put that Confederate flag on the front. You see what I'm saying? You put that thing on the front, and you go find out, you're going to see, and then you know they're going to advertise because they sell chili. They slang chili. So they entrepreneurs, but they racist, right? So you're going to see the Confederate sticker, and then somewhere around that, you're going to see the little magnet on their car that let you know, what their catering service is. And you go walk through the chili cook-off, and you go and you find which one's racist, and that's where you get your chili. I promise you it'll be the best damn chili you ever had. Think I'm lying. Ask any black person that is actually cool with a white person that don't like biggers, and ask them about their cooking. See, I be seeing people all the time, black people like talking about white people don't season their food. You dealing with the wrong ones. You got to deal with the ones that can't stand biggers. I'm telling you, the white folk that can't stand biggers, those are the ones that know how to cook. I ain't lying. I got some life experience. I'm telling you. I know this. And down south, that Creole last name. See, if you got, if you go to like a white person, how they got that regular last name, you know what I'm saying? Henderson, Johnson Smith, stuff like that. You ain't about to get no good food. You got to find them Robichaux, them Thibodeaux, them Doucettes, you know what I'm saying? People that come from places where biggers just don't belong. Where biggers don't go. I'm talking about got one gas station and they don't even update the prices. Got one red light. That's where you're going to get that best food from. The best cooking, I'm telling you. It's all racism tastes better. All right? That's just what it is. Racism tastes better. Huh? Give me a little bit of racism. Like, what you want? You want salt, pepper? Nah, give me a little bit of racism. That's all I'm talking about. Look, this your boy, Unkle Mel, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Look, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check out some of our earlier videos. All the links to social media going to be down in the description below. This your boy, Unkle Mel. How long you been cutting? Hey.